Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Michel, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And Michel will have the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. it's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel, 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray again. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to improvise. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
20.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Newton. To Michel on the screen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Cardinals 6.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's a toss right side with White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
He was taken down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 42.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. Here's Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 18-yard.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. steps away to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Arizona.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play fake. Murray. Caught left side. Williams.
Murray.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Murray now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
13 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
19 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Off the play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
For the Cardinals.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And it's Michel once again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Tackle there by Richard Lawrence.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Newton now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks him, and they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Patriots.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, they run with Michel. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Maker there on the coverage.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Murray's pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the Patriots' 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
4-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first and goal, Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
Is that it?
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is White on the screen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
51 to mine. 51 to mine. Count them on work. We want it. Count them on work. Sponge.
On second down now. It's Drake, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 9.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down right at the line.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Newton on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Good.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Tony Michel, the ball.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 37 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, it's Newton. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. And I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away.